Welcome to another episode on my walking robot Mirft2 based on the fischertechnik TXT controller running embedded Linux. In the attempt to improve anything on this robot, I want to do two things now. First of all, the infamous red gear here. I want to improve its settings so it hopefully never goes off again. On the other hand, this camera, which is intended to to create an image of the object it bumps into. So it bumps into something either here or both, and it makes an image. And the question is actually, will it picture either this one or just in the middle? And for that I will use OpenCV. My first attempts were not so good, but it turns out I have been using the wrong version of Python, so I have to get rid of a script that I've been using so far. But first things first, this gear how do I make sure that it never comes off again? Well, one hint that I got, and quite logical if you think about it, this is the same kind of thing, although quite a bit longer. The other one is around this, and if you take an old bank card, or a bank card anyway, and you then it turns out to slide exactly in it. The only thing is though that if I look at it, I need to cut a part out, and that part turns out to be quite small. So if I do it like this, let's see. Or should I take this one? Might just as well be. How does it fit into it? Like this, it's half the already cut piece. And they have all the same length, so let me do it like this. This part, and now I have to make sure that it is the correct width. So let me make sure it's quite horizontal, like, oops. And then this part. Alright, so with this part you might hope that it never comes off. So I have another one of those red gears, so which is this one, and oops, I have to be careful now. Put it in, and that turns out not to be very easy. Okay, it's in, and indeed it doesn't come off, so that is the solution. So that is good. All I have to do now is do it here. And I have to take everything off. No, I don't have to. I just have to take the leg off. this is one, then this, and push it right in, if it lets me. You can do it with folded paper, but why not this way? And then I find it could be some problematic. There it goes. Alright, then the leg again. And this side is fixed. I have two, so one more to go. So the outside of the red gears have been improved. Both sides have now a piece of plastic in between. And when thinking about the structural robustness of the whole construction, I'm thinking about what I did some time ago, these parts. Well, shifting of the gears, and that is exactly what this is to prevent. I should also do right here. So let me try to insert this. Yep, that is one. And without taking off the legs, and that is two. And I already feel that this is slightly dislocated, so now I think this is rather hard. So yes, it already is dislocated. And now they're fixed. And this is no problem, I think. So looking at this all, I think this is a nice construction. And whether this part of this side of the red gear and this side of the red gear will have to be done as well, I'll see that in the future. For now, will it walk? Let's see if anything goes. And alright. Now the point is, of course, that upon making contact I'll have to make sure that the connection is being done, but I'll also have to look at the software construction, but that comes later. Let's first see if anything works. Alright, this is one side, and let's see if I can log in. I can't log in yet. Why is that? That is strange. I can't log in at all. It says network is unreachable. That is strange. Very strange indeed. But then I see that my whole network on this part is gone. So I'll have to do it in another way with my tablet. See if that goes better. And in comes the Android tablet again. And it says it's connecting. Let me remove the lighting a bit. Yes, and here once again you can see that it asks for confirmation. So that's all right. Authentication. And I have to do it again. For some reason it says there's a failure. Now I'm in. So does it see the camera? That's odd. It doesn't see a camera. Oh, it does. Alright. That's a good thing. Now let me run it. Yes. And once again it says there is an error somehow, which is exactly what it was last time. So with this unfortunate knowledge, I go to the other side with where the oscilloscope is and then try to program images, etc. So unfortunately there are some problems. And right now I'm at the location of the oscilloscope, ready to program something, and let's see how that goes. I've logged into the controller, and you can see that I already have changed known hosts. So the point is how to proceed. Well, first of all, I need to implement OpenCV. And then I need to import numerical Python. Then I will leave this as is, which also means, by the way, that in order to make a copy I have to again start SSH, because otherwise I cannot copy things to this computer. I have to find out a better solution. This is all nicely done. Valid for this computer, yes. But then how to proceed? Well, I already have a file name which I do need, and then with this file name I should be able to say image is cv2.imread file name. If this works at all, then I am I want to detect the color red because of an object I put in front of the camera right here. The computer side of the RF data link, which I use for another robot, which is Mirft2, by the way, but that's a totally different project. And here I am going wrong. This should be a square bracket, and this is a square bracket, and then print red, and then it should work. That is to say, what I found out is that I used to use Python version 2.7. Now I have to use Python 3. And if I start it, it says Python 3, which is correct. So Mirft2.py. Will this work? I will very soon find out. Syntax error. Yes or no? Well, I think it is yes. So I will do it like this. I think this is better. I do hope so. But will it be? Okay. There we go again. It is almost the exact same error as on the tablet. So no change on that. Not quite surprising, but so the question is, where does it go wrong? Does it go wrong right here? Let me, what can I do other than this? Well, I can say image show, but there's a problem. There's a big problem. I have to, I cannot show an image right in this terminal. I need SSH minus capital X for that, and that doesn't work. I found that out. So that is not possible. So I have to copy it. but this doesn't go right, and the question is what to do then, which is a very good question, of course. Where does it go wrong anyway? Exception in thread 1. Somewhere, someplace. And things are getting more interesting now from debugging side of way. The point is that I have now opened, by the way, a terminal for Mirft2 and Mirft2 Panda, and this one did not have the camera action activated, so I had to do that first, and then it turned out that they both had the same problem. Now, how to debug quickly? Put a print somewhere and you notice if it is hanging into a routine or whichever is doing. Now, if I remove this line, and I start it, takes a bit, and then you get this one. Without no, with the print pick, it keeps hanging, which I showed you. It keeps printing pick. That means that while pick is none, it does something. So the idea is that the TXT get camera frame doesn't work correctly, because otherwise it requires 0 or 255, and apparently that's not happening. So I interrupt and I will reconnect the camera. What I will also try to do is get a nice live picture of the camera. It should be possible, but let's do it again. And it hangs again. And what comes first? The exception? I think so. Let's just wait a bit. So for some reason, things which did work in the past are not working now. And that's something that is not very nice. It keeps hanging, and that hanging is right in a while pick is none situation. It keeps grabbing something and it doesn't happen. So without the picture you can't do a thing. There will be no pictures. I can wait till I weigh nothing anymore, but here is something wrong, unfortunately. Now let me see if I can do something about it. No, apparently not. And the TXTCamdroid app on Android does not work with this IP address. I need to switch to the default firmware. But why doesn't this work? Another thing I can try, but I haven't installed the library yet, is ftrobopytools. That should work as well. So with this problem pending, I'm going to do that. For the last part of this video, I want to see if ftrobopytools, which I introduced now, is actually working. So I have imported ftrobopytools here, and then according to the GitHub example, I have picked just this for now: frames per second, width and height, and then ViDev, video device, ftrobopytools, cam init to initialize camera, and then FPS, width, height, and 0,0. So let's see whatever that brings. If it brings anything at all. Pi init module 4, so I need more. With this all, and then primarily because ftrobopytools is a very new experiment, but OpenCV is not, and since it says that camera frame doesn't work, I want to end with the Android camera test. So in that respect, I say here, okay, write and quit, exit, close, and here same thing, and exit here as well, and that is for rebooting to, I should actually write this one down, undefined symbol, because I have no idea what that actually is. Well, it's software or something in the software, but I have no idea what. Anyway, that's it. Then from here I say community server, community firmware is off, goes off. Then SD card out. Starting the default. And then it comes to another thing with the Android tablet you saw before. Has it connected? It is connecting now. It has. So now I have to select on that on the tablet. Alright, it is connected. And with this, let me show you. You can clearly see that the object is right in front of the camera. And then I mean the camera in front of the robot. So here you see the camera I'm recording with for the robot itself, and the picture is the camera on the robot, what you see here. And this proves that it does work. So why the the frame grabber isn't working, I have no clue. So this will be continued anyhow. As for now, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and give thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter, retweet and like, follow me on Instagram and like, leave comments, whatever you like. Well, yeah, leave comments. Donate to keep videos coming your way. More information on my website. And this is going to be continued for sure.